I think first off, let's look on this island. We also might be able to find another piece of George on this island we're going to.
Mm-hmm.
George?
I think that's going to be his code name from now on.
Don't like saying his actual name.
Correct.
You're just Achilles. You can hear in your head Achilles Laxtor just kind of like you feel this like tingling sensation in your brain, almost like fire and flames and all sorts of anger. But it is whatever.
That's a tingling for you? Fire and flames and anger?
Mm-hmm.
That's a tingle.
Yeah.
Okay. Important safety.
Kind
Thanks.
of like when your leg falls asleep and you stand up and you get that tingle up and down. Yeah.
But in your brain.
Oh yeah. My brain is always working, Yodelay.
Apparently it's asleep.
No.
We associate that tingle whenever your leg falls asleep. Apparently your brain's asleep.
Last time on Secrets of Monster Island, our monster hunters had entered the archway, where they had found not only the Elder was still alive from the islands that appeared to be deserted and kind of in a state of destroyed, but as well some surviving lizard folk. They talked to the lizard folk, spoke with the leader, and the leader told them that they are the very few survivors, and the leader also requested to get the Elder off of the island. So you all assisted with that, and you knew of a creature right before you had entered the archway. There was a creature that was stalking the halls underwater, and as you had thought about that, you had sent Yuri forward to assist the Elder. Meanwhile, you all had distracted it. And as we will actually pick up a few moments before the plan had went into action with Yuri. The leader of the lizard folk leads you to this body of water within the little sanctuary that you're in, and says, before you leave with them, make sure you know each other well. The Elder is very entrusting ever since the events that had transpired on the island.
Okay. So how do I gain his trust?
Just speak to him and prove that you are a good person.
Oof. That's a heavy task. So Yuri will go over to the Elder.
Yes.
In a reverent way, kind of do a small bow and introduce himself. I am Yuri Hiro. I am here to escort you to our next spot. I want you to know that no harm will befall you.
And as you're speaking into this body of water, you hear a voice inside your head say, "You're a hero. Interesting. How do you do, Yuri?"
I am so very glad to be along with my party members here, and to be out into nature and into the woods, wherever we're going, exploring and understanding this island. So I'm doing very well.
What exactly do you stand for, Mr. Yuri?
So I hold a code that is about helping those who cannot help themselves. So even though the actions that I take may not be good or honorable to some, because you still have to hunt for food, and to a deer or to a squirrel, my actions may not feel honorable to them, but I honor their sacrifice to feed others, or to the to a monster or to an invading army. My actions may not seem honorable to them, but protecting those and the protecting the land that I hunt on, that's honorable to me. And I honor those who I have to take action against by sharing, by using every ounce of the carcass that we have. I mean, our entire party, every time we've come across something that we've had to slay, we have used those parts to improve our armor, to improve our weapons, so that even though they might have attacked us, they did not die in vain. And so, even though my actions from an outside observer may not seem honorable, I hold in my heart the honor of the sacrifice that those that I attack they have.
As you say these things, you see slowly rising out of the water this pink head. As what you see appears to be, you recognize this creature. It's actually one that you've kind of fought before, but it was corrupted and was just the body of it. This is an axolotl.
Okay.
And as it looks at you, you hear in your head, once again, some people may not see your actions as honorable, but it is the way of nature. My father taught me that. And the way of nature is honorable, no matter what.
I know that someday my body will pass from this plane and feed plants and bacterium, the fungus around, and I cannot wait for that day to share my sacrifice to return back to nature.
Yes, everything lives and dies eventually, and its body, its parts are used to heal nature or to help others. Even if those creatures didn't use nature at one point, it always comes full circle.
I don't use my powers, my gifts that I get from nature in vain. I use them as a form of allowing myself to gain power through them, and knowing that what they give me now, what the trees and the leaves and the bugs and the air, what they give me now, I can give back in the future. And if that means I have to lay my life down for nature, for the trees and the leaves and the bugs, then I walk away whole at that point.
You have earned my trust, and I believe that you are a good person, no matter what deeds you have done in your past, no matter what has happened. You are a good person, and I will travel with you. And you see leader of the lizard folk kind of hands over this tank to you, and explains that the yellow axolotl can breathe out of water for a extended period of time, but not for long, and prefers to stay in the tank. So
Okay. I will take the tank and I will, I guess, strap it to me in some form.
yeah, one of the neat details about this tank, it can work like a backpack.
Hey, all right.
So you have a little axolotl on your back, and as that happens, the events transpire. Yuri, you are running to the ship. almost full pace, trying to get there in enough time. And eventually your friends come along. You're getting the ship ready to leave and everything. And eventually your friends get on the ship and you sail off. Once again, seeing the creature with the plate mail and the great sword behind you, but then just disappears behind the crash of a wave. As you all are now back on the ship. What would you like to do?
Guys, who was that?
That was Arlen. Who was that?
I'm not really sure, but he was really hard to fight, and so I'm sure if we hadn't been saved by the Revenant, I don't know if we would have made it out.
Oh, well, I am so glad that you guys did make it out. Yodele, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Yeah, the
Yodeler.
worst looking one is a Laxador, like holding like slash marks and everything. Everybody else looks better.
This guy's
Laxador.
so dramatic. Oh, woe is me, I'm about to die, I've been disemboweled, blah, blah, blah.
I take your helmet and spin it.
Goes on you, I can still see.
And around this time, you guys hear a voice inside each of your heads say, hello? And it says, I'm the elder. I'm nearest back right now.
Yuri, you have something on your back?
Yeah, so as you guys look over, you see Janice from accounting kind of like dipping her hand and like trying to do something to the axolotl. And yeah, so hey everyone, this is the elder. Great, we had a great conversation, and he told me to invest in real estate. So you know, as you guys were doing your thing, we had a good conversation.
Yeah. Location. So what is?
Speaking of location, where are we going?
I think we're going north
I thought we were taking him to another elder.
to the other island. That island right there. Yeah.
Huh.
Yodele's got the map.
I thought we talked about taking him to another elder to learn
That's
his
on that.
elder to.
On that island.
Oh,
The one just to the north
Mhm,
there. You can
mhm.
see it right there.
okay. I mean, our island, we know where the elder is and what it looks like. We don't know on this island.
Well, let's ask. Do you have a name?
Casper.
That is not my name, Mr. Guy with a weird helmet. My name's, I don't really have a name, but you can refer to me as...
Casper. I just named you.
I'm not going with Casper. That sounds like a really lame name.
I'll call you Steve.
No, I don't think that's
Why don't we just call him the elder?
Okay. Well, it just seemed kind of weird to just call. Okay, so let's just ask the elder. Where do you want to go? We need to get you to an elder to train you.
How to be an elder
Yes.
with an elder.
Yes.
Gotta be even more L.
It's got to be
You
elder
are.
than you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're less L than any elder I've seen.
Well, the Elder Axolotl kind of like thinks for a moment and says, I have no idea.
And it's from accounting.
I know. It really wants that axolotl for some reason.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. I really don't.
I say we take it to the island that you guys were talking about. we found one elder. We found elder guy here, and if we go to the other island, I'm sure we can find an elder. I'm really good at tracking.
Yes, I think going to the North Island also, we were still trying to contact the lizard people and let them know the fate of their brethren on the southern island.
Yes.
So it's more than one thing that we're doing on that island.
Correct.
And we're already 2 for 2, so, I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
There was
Oh,
some
he
talk of
had to
bat
ask.
There's a lot worse that could happen. Anyways.
Rocks fall.
I think the Bat Folk is on the even northern island. Isn't that right?
Yes, that is what the other one said.
So the Bat Folk is where George wanted to go, yes?
Yes, that is the yes.
Do we think we should do that?
Well, eventually, not yet. I think first off, let's look on this island. We also might be able to find another piece of George on this island we're going to.
George?
I think that's going to be his code name from now on.
Don't like saying his actual name.
Correct.
You're just Achilles. You can hear in your head Achilles Laxtor just kind of like you feel this like tingling sensation in your brain, almost like fire and flames and all sorts of anger. But it is whatever.
That's a tingling for you? Fire and flames and anger? That's a tingle.
Yeah.
Okay. Important safety.
Kind
Thanks.
of like when your leg falls asleep and you stand up and you get that tingle up and down. Yeah.
But in your brain.
Oh yeah. My brain is always working, Yodelay.
Apparently it's asleep.
No.
We associate that tingle whenever your leg falls asleep. Apparently your brain's asleep.
Then you may
Alright.
not want to see my brain wake up, Yodelay.
I honestly, whatever. You already breathed necrotic fire on me like twice now. You can't hurt me anymore. I won't let you.
Yodelay, it wasn't to hurt you. It was to
Well-
try to save you.
It was done out of love.
I cannot wait till I spit a good berry in your mouth.
You missed your chance. I would have gladly accepted your good berry.
And I will point out, as you guys have been talking about which island to go to, Captain Asmo has just been turning the ship in circles. Like, okay, guys, we got to figure out where we're going, man.
All right. Yes. Yes, we're going to be going to the island directly to the north of us right now.
Port the mizzenmast, slip the mainsail, batten down the hatches.
Yodley, I didn't know that you were such a good sailor.
I
so
learned
sorry.
everything I knew about sailing from Bugs Bunny cartoons. Batten down the hatches. But I did batten them down. Batten them down again. We'll teach them hatches.
All right. So you all continue to the north.
The north.
And as you do, you have a little bit of downtime, let's say about 3 days of downtime to do whatever you wish. So, anything specific?
It takes me 8 hours to make a health potion. So, can I make 3 health potions?
Sure. That sounds fine.
Very nice.
First day I probably spend in meditative prayer with the Lady of the Night, kind of discussing kind of what's transpired, what's going on.
Laxtor, maybe a wisdom saving throw actually for these 3 days.
Sure. I got this. $13.
Okay. So these past 3 days have been alright, but you do hear Eccles speak into your mind for a second and say,
More peculiar sorts. Having 2 personalities within yourself. Haven't been one like you in a long, long time.
and that's what you hear.
And I think I
I am.
reflect on that as well during that meditation time. And then the second day, I went to find our lovely stowaway
Okay.
and just practice some swordsmanship.
That's what I've
With
been
her?
doing with. That's what I've been doing with her. I've been training, especially with my monk ability. It's time for me to actually kind of probably take a student on, and so I've been taking her on as kind of my Padawan.
Always two there are, no more, no less.
And then I kind of discover through all the fighting, I now have an ability to move quicker when in combat. And then the third day, I think I'm just reading scripture, and then I'll probably try to talk to Arlen at some point.
Okay. Really
Over
quickly.
these few days,
Really quickly.
I wanna try to turn
before we move on, one thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of the episode is that they did get a level up. So
yes, we did.
that's very important.
Yes, I've been learning how to evade better and how to end the effect of charms and frightening on me. So I've been kind of working on that little bit of knowledge that I'd gotten from the temple, and now I'm honing it better.
All right, Yodeling.
I was gonna say I'm gonna try to turn this spider silk that we got oh so long ago into a pair of spider silk slippers.
All right. Like spider climbing slippers, kind of.
Slippers is the spider climb, exactly.
I say sure. Why not? I will allow you to make those.
So you could be upside down and blind.
Shut up. Shut up.
He has
Do
become
not draw
the
any
bat.
obvious conclusions.
He just needs to learn to fly.
With my big black cape, I'm upside down.
It's
Yeah,
wrapped around you.
Batman.
I've been real subtle with my mug.
Which is so funny because they're just people bats to the north.
So Yodelate, from
Wait
when
till
you,
they get a load of me.
yeah, oh gosh, when you hit people, can you go bam, pow, kaplunk?
That's what minor illusion is for, my friend.
That's right.
Yes.
Let's actually roll real quick for something. So Alaxdor, your teaching with Ruth involves weaponry training, kind of, and sort of this understanding of spiritual connection. Arlen has kind of the same thing, but more focused on martial arts. And Alaxdor, she really picks up on yours. And she also picks up on Arlen's really well, actually, too. So she gets both spiritual aspects of it, and she learns some martial arts and some weapon training over these past 3 days. And is
We could have another sidekick.
and is getting a real hang of it. Not necessarily enough to be any sort of very much of a novice at it right now.
Can protect herself a little bit better.
Yeah. And as you guys approach this new island, assuming there's nothing else you'd rather do over the 3
Yeah,
days.
I'd like to have one conversation with Arlen, I think.
Okay.
Arlen, we learned a lot of things on that last island.
We did. It was actually very informative and a little bit sad when you think about what could happen to any of our islands.
Not just that, but one, we're not from here.
I'm kind of taken aback with the knowledge that we have only been here for 4,500 years. I thought we'd always been.
I think some of the things that we thought we knew on our island is backwards.
I'm wondering how many people on our island know that. And are they keeping that information from us?
You know, we set sail not really knowing who we could trust on our island. And now I feel like we can trust even less of them.
Right now, it feels like we can only trust ourselves, which is probably good that we're out here. Maybe get some more information before we head back.
Definitely. But the other side, too. Who is the Magma Lord and who is the Lord of the Storm? Because if I remember right, they didn't recognize those deities on this island.
They did recognize the goddess of the night.
Yeah, they said she's one of the original, not one of somebody new.
Right.
Which is what we've always been told.
Just
So
makes
even our doctrine is not complete.
I think we're going to find out more information. We've not been, as a people, off the islands for a while. So as we reach out to more beings, more sentient creatures, we might find out even more information. And we've got to be ready for that kind of information.
One last thing. I think that's what this evil wants. Us separated and fighting amongst ourselves so they can pick one island off at a time. Because if we'd all been there for the Lizard Folk Island, then maybe the Elder wouldn't be in the situation that it's in.
Which changes our job to more of ambassadors to try to unify the islands against an oncoming evil.
Are we ready for that?
Not yet, but I think we will be.
I nominate Yodele to be the speaker for that.
Oh, dear God.
The world needs more laughter.
True. Plus, he has better dreams than we do.
If only we all could dream of him playing games and frolicking through fields. But some must exist in the real world, I guess, right?
Yes.
No, I'm only trying, right?
Okay, that's the conversation. I feel kind of turns off and goes a little bit more spiritual at that point.
Yodele, have you been doing any training with Ruth?
Yeah, we've been playing that game where you put your hands on and then slap the top. She's terrible at it.
That's because you're using your echo, Yodele. You're standing there, and then your echo comes through and slaps your hands.
Hold
That's
them
kind
down
of
so I can
cheating.
get them.
That's not fair. You can't do that. That's your echo. Shadow,
That is-
I don't want to play with you
That
anymore,
is
Yodele.
life.
I don't want to play with
Life.
you anymore, Yodele.
Learn it. This is how life is, kid.
I mean, Ruth, to be fair, when in a situation where you're up against somebody else, you must use everything at your disposal.
Because they will.
No such thing as a fair fight.
All right, I've got an idea then, and it goes up to Yuri, or she goes up to Yuri and says, "Can I have Janice for a second?"
Calls her shoulder and hands it over to Ruth.
All right, and then goes back and plays the game with Yodele, and appears to, right before you start the game, you put your hands out.
She has a disadvantage every time she tries to hit me. I'm just going to say.
She
Focus
tries.
displacement works at all times.
She doesn't quite put her hands out yet, but as she does, she throws Janice at you. Ah, dang it! I was hoping that would work. And
Do you know who caught this thing?
It's a good thought.
It is.
That's the way to use the things around you.
all right, Janice, thank you. And you see, give a little rat thing that she found apparently just around the ship, and gives you back Janice, Yuri. Which,
Cutting off hunks of giant octopus for that cat.
Which, by the way, Janice by itself has been growing quite a bit, especially with, I'm assuming you've been carrying, you've been giving at least a good berry a day. It's about the size of probably a normal cat by now, at the very least.
Okay. So it's still on my, still work and hold on my shoulders.
Yeah.
It's not on its own. Okay.
It's a little bit bigger than a normal cat, but not much bigger.
Okay. for hiding purposes, I don't want to make her go out on her own at this point.
Yeah, not yet. And as you guys reach the island, you get to this island, and your own island, not that big. The previous island was actually smaller, but this island right in front of you is a lot larger. In front of you, you approach from just the southern end, correct?
Oh yeah, you can definitely tell.
I don't think that map is drawn to scale. They look all the same.
No, you're looking at it from the wrong side. You got to come over here.
Yeah,
I can tell. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, items on map might be larger than they appear.
I missed that disclaimer in the bottom corner. Okay.
So yeah. So this appears to be much larger, and what you see in front of you appears to be this grassland. But before you approach, something happens. All right, and what you guys appear to see. Oh, there we go.
Appear to see.
You guys appear to be on the ship, chillaxing, having a great time.
There's a pier on the ship?
There's a what?
You told us there's a pier.
And we're heading to a pier.
No, that we just appeared on the ship.
As you all appear to be looking at this new land, just kind of gazing at it, it's kind of shocked because this is very large compared to the previous islands. There's a there's a Yuri out there for some reason.
Just in the water. Swimming.
I have a swimming speed, so
You see flying overhead this large creature. And let me describe it to you. So it appears to stand about 12 feet tall. It has a pot belly with massive arms and thick rounded legs. Its head resembles a trunkless elephant. Four backward carving horns sprout from its head behind its eyes. And its skin is gray. As you see this creature,
Immediately transfer my conscious to my echo and launch my echo towards it.
okay, so you start launching your echo towards it.
Well, I could actually just manifest it on the thing, but yes.
Right before that, do any of you speak Abyssal?
That's a good question.
I speak telepathy.
I
which
do speak
doesn't matter.
Abyssal. I do speak Abyssal.
Oh, okay. Well, he's not talking telepathically, so it's not like a conversation thing. So it's just he says this thing. And he says,
I will get the tablet at least.
and we're going to go into initiative.
And I yell out, Alaxador, he's after George.
As we're going to start off with Yuri. Yes, Yuri.
okay. Does a 19 hit?
19 does hit.
Okay, so all three arrows of my first round fly out there. First one is 14 damage, second one is 15 damage, and the last one is 21 damage for 50 points of damage in my first round.
Okay.
And he is now a favored foe of mine, marked as a favored foe. Pass turn.
All right, Arlen, your turn.
It is 50. So, yes. Get up next to Yodele and fire my bow.
Okay.
26 to hit
26 will hit.
for 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Second attack, 26 to hit
That'll hit.
for
Hit
6 points of damage.
Okay. I have a question. Is that magical damage?
No.
Okay, so it doesn't appear to do as much damage as you think.
Is this thing flying?
It is currently flying, yes.
How high up?
Currently about 30 feet up. So it is its turn. It is immediately going to drop down right here.
Oh, good, good.
And is going to look at you, Yodelay, as I need to make attacks. So first, a bite attack. Oh, has disadvantage, I believe. I don't believe it has anything like that. A 12 to hit.
Definitely dodge.
And then 2 claw attacks for a 17 to hit.
Nope.
And a 21 to hit.
I mean, what's the big idea? I mean, numbers are just things.
Fair enough. So that will be 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
I apologize. On the 21 to hit, I will reaction silvery barbs.
Okay. That is still the lowest is still a 21 to hit. So 17 points of damage, and you are grappled by the creature. As it appears to be holding you with its claw. And it says,
Stupid fool.
What do you think of that, little tin can?
and then of course, Arlen's the only one that can hear this or understand it.
He calls you a tin can, Yodeling.
Not in my house.
As Alaxtor, it is your turn.
Yep, I give myself the advantage on this, by the way.
Okay.
And I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I am going to reach forward and attempt to touch it.
Alright.
And I have advantage.
Correct.
19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Wonderful. With a 3rd level inflict wounds. For 20 necrotic damage, I'm going to pump in my channel divinity on this. For an additional 15, so that's 35 necrotic energy.
Alright.
And then I am actually going to action surge.
Alright.
And I will attempt to hit it with my staff.
Okie doke.
Okay. Cool. So we'll just do another strike. Same plus. 16 to hit.
16 will miss.
Yep. Then that is Alaxador's turn.
Alright, Yodelay, it is your turn.
Alright, I reach into my bag and grab the Iron Bands of Bolaro. I'm gonna make this trick work. Yeah! 21 to hit him with. Bam!
That will hit.
Alright, he is now encircled in bands of magical iron. He is incapacitated, or rather, restrained, I mean.
Does that work on large creatures?
Yes.
Okay.
Back in there. Where's my Iron Band?
And what does it take to break out of it?
DC 20 strength check.
Okay.
I will use my bonus action to kick him in the face while he's down.
Okay. Kick him while he's down while you're at it, I guess. Oh, jeez.
No. 16 to hit. That's it.
Alright. The other one's turns. As you see crawling up from the ship, up on top of the ship, these half halfling-sized creatures. These halfling-sized creatures with gray skin and a wolf-like head, wings, and hands and feet that end in sharpened talons. As they are going to move up to each of you. So, these ones move over here. That one's gonna move up to your shadow, and that one's gonna move up to Yodelay. As you did not see them coming, so they get their sneak attack.
Oh, they're boots.
They are. So attacks
I didn't
coming.
see him coming.
Attacks coming at Yodelay.
I got blindsided.
I have a 21 passive. Oh, yeah.
Well,
But it's okay. That's okay.
Yuri wouldn't be able to see them, but I know Yodelay would have. So they do not. I would say Yodelay would have given the let know that they're here. So I'll say that you guys are not actually surprised. But I can't do anything about you already knowing that they were there because I forget he has blind sight. So 3 attacks coming at Yodelay. Miss. 3 attacks coming at Arlube. Hit. I can only hit myself apparently. As that will be 15 points of damage. Ouchie. And then 3 attacks coming at Yuri. Miss. A 19 to hit.
That hits.
For 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Laxdor has 6 attacks. I don't roll with disadvantage on you, Laxdor, do I? Okay. Miss. A 21 to hit.
I will reaction Silvery Barbs, reroll that one, and give
Yes.
Arlen the advantage.
Alright, and then a 18 to hit.
That misses.
Alright, and then against your shadow, Yodelay, one more. Which has disadvantage on technically. Miss. And a 18 to hit. Is that a miss?
That's a hit.
That's a hit. So your shadow is gone. It's going to use the remainder of the movement to move up over here.
Janice, get down.
Anger Janice. Now you will suffer her wrath.
As Arlube is going to not like this situation and is going to disengage over here. As Yuri, it is your turn.
Okay, so even with disadvantage by having a guy in the face, I am going to continue to shoot at Elephant Man with a 19 and 28. Okay,
Use
so that's going to
restraint so you
be...
get damage, right?
Yes.
You what?
Use restraint.
Oh, well then I will well, yeah, didn't change that one, and did not change. I don't know the exact same number on both guys. So a 19 and a 28, so that's going to be a 16 and a 13, so 29 points of damage on Elephant Man.
Okay, Elephant Man did not like that. Anything else you're...
I'm not an animal!
Pass turn.
Alright, Arlen.
Arlen is going to the guy just above me in the north. I have advantage on that attack because of silvery barbs. I'm going to attack with my dagger. 15.
That'll hit.
All right, and I need to have him do a con save.
Okay. That's a failure.
Good. He is stunned until the end of my next turn.
Heyo.
Now we're going to take dagger attack at the elephant dude.
Wait, how much damage on that first one?
Oh, I'm sorry. 6 points of piercing.
Ouchie.
Still at advantage.
Yes. Well, I get the elephant guy is going to be advantage as well because he's restrained. 21 to hit. 6 points of magical piercing damage.
Okay.
And I could break now, so I don't want him to. Give me a con save.
Okay, he will give you that Constitution saving throw. That will be a 18.
Okay, that's a success. But just I don't know, I'm striking well. A bonus action.
Okay.
Also with advantage. A 20 non-natural for 5 points of bludgeoning damage considered natural.
Okay. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Alright, one thing I will point out is that this guy is looking very, very bad. So strength. Oh my gosh, this is not 20 for the 27. So he breaks out of your band to Bolaro and says,
Oh, you cannot defeat me.
in Abyssal. And it's his action to do that, right?
Yep.
So he says that in Abyssal. As Laxtor, it's your turn.
Right. Well, first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna activate my Spirit Guardians. So, Spirit Guardians pop up. You see all the creatures that we have defeated show up.
Get him forward garden.
Yep. So half speed around me. They're within the 15 feet. And they will make a wisdom save on their turn and take 3d8 damage. Yep.
Alright.
And that is my turn, because I believe that is an action to cast. It is. So, that's my turn.
Alright, Yodele Hihu, it is your turn, my good sir.
Alright, I'm jumping right in the middle of this dude with Humber Knuckles, which are considered magical. Hiya! That was a 23 to hit
That'll hit.
for 12 damage. For good. 12 damage. And then the second attack. Oh, 13 to hit.
That'll miss.
Bonus action. Oh, that's a 10 to hit. But undeterred, I shall surge my actions as
Alright.
one is wont to do. There we go. 18 to hit that dude.
That'll hurt.
Another 12. And take that.
Yay!
Alright.
15 to hit.
So, actually, as you hit it with that third strike, you hit, and then you punch it right in its stupid elephant face as it was saying,
I cannot be defeated.
and it appears to fall dead, and you see the remaining bit of the body turn to ash. As now, last hit can be used against the person next to you.
Yeah, this guy.
That hits.
For a certain amount of damage. As soon as the puzzle get out of my way. There we go. Max damage. 13 to hit. What? Or 13 damage, rather.
That one is looking very, very, very bad.
Just as I planned. And then I'm going to leisurely stroll down over here, away from all this business, as I am mobile.
You are very mobile, as it is the creature's turns, as this one's going to come over to you, Yuri. So 6 attacks coming your way. What's your AC? Just for
16.
Okay, that's already 2 hits.
Yep.
That is 2 misses. And those are 2 misses, so only 10 points of damage to you. Again,
Wisdom saves for those that are around me. All
that's
4
true.
of them.
Alright, roll your damage. So what's your wisdom save?
Ooh, that's good. That's 18 damage. My wisdom save is a 14.
14, you say? Oh no. Okay, so one passes so far.
Okay. So he takes 9.
So 2 pass, 2 fail. So these ones are dead Arino.
Oh, that's even worse than death.
And these 2 are looking very hurt.
Areno.
Hurt Arino. As they're gonna run up to one of them's gonna run up to Arlen and they disadvantage. Miss. What's your AC, Arlen? Miss.
My AC is 18.
Miss. And 3 attacks coming at Alaxor. Miss. 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 Alright. Arlu is going to Sacred Flame one of them. Let's go with Yuri for now. It fails, actually. So D8. 7 points of damage, right? So that one's looking already bad. The one to the bottom of you, Yuri. As Yuri, it is your turn.
Okay, bonus action. You see some wind swirl around me, and I will cast Zephyr Strike, and I will take my advantage on the guy to myself. So will a 17 hit the guy?
Yes.
Okay, so the first one is going to be 13 points of damage.
He's dead.
It's dead. And then the second one, which was higher of 23, is going to get 9 points of damage.
That one's looking really bad.
And then I run all the way over here to my Spirit Guardian friends.
Does that creature get an opportunity attack?
No, because I have Zephyr Strike, which
Guys, it sounded like Yuri broke wind lethally.
so that does not provoke opportunity attacks.
Alright.
Okay, I don't know what that was.
Alright. Arlen.
You couldn't see that.
All
Oh,
right.
I could see him. I couldn't see the second.
Oh, okay.
All I could see was a glorious burst of flatulence, and then he was over here. One guy's on the ground.
Let's see what we can do here. We'll go with a dagger attack on the one just to my south. 22 to hit. For 8 points of damage.
It's dead.
Over here, that's 10 feet of movement. Dagger attack. 18 to hit for 10 points of damage.
That one's also dead.
Do I have 40 feet in here? I do have 40 feet.
Yes.
Flurry of blows.
Finish him.
14 to hit.
That will hit.
8 points of damage.
It's dead.
Well done, Arlen.
As that happens, Arlen, you just have this rush of energy, and you see one of the crew members actually walk up to you, because you see that all the creatures you just killed turn to dust and are left on the boat, and you see one of the crewmates walk up to you, give you a broom, and say, "You better start sweeping."
Now it's time to swab the deck.
Sounds like Janice from accounting's already using the big pile of dust.
Yeah.
We just made kitty litter for Janice from accounting.
If you don't completely desecrate the corpse, they're going to be back.
And as we end that combat action, anything, Alaxor?
Yeah. Do we have any idea what we just fought, or any way to?
Maybe a history check or nature check.
That was a GD demon, don't you know? Didn't you go to demonology?
Well, it definitely was speaking abyssal, so I must have missed that day.
Got
13.
a 19
You got 19?
from my classes at the monastery.
Yes, so you recognize these as demons because they turned to ash, so that means they went back to the abyss.
Yeah, because of my training in Abyssal, we were specifically trained in demonology.
These specific demons were very interesting, though. The big one was what was commonly known as an elephant demon of sorts, and the small ones were assassin demons.
Assassin demons.
You know, I don't think that with the elephant demon, I don't think our ancestors were too clever in that name. It was kind of on the nose.
Or
He
lack
had no
thereof.
nose.
That's right.
We call the assassin demons Asties for short.
Sure.
You know, tag by a bunch of that.
And as you guys are in that combat, what would you like to do?
I guess we
Damn.
keep heading toward the island.
Right, so you arrive at the island, and there's no really place to dock for the big ship. So the big ship just says, "All right, we'll stay here for now. You guys can scout out the area. If you need us, we will come along. So just contact us with your earpieces."
No, we'll just row ashore. So you stay here and keep everyone safe.
So you guys are just taking our lube and yourselves.
We're just rowing ashore.
Are you keeping the axolotl on the ship?
That's a very good
With
question.
Baby Ruth.
I think, well, we'll keep Baby Ruth on the boat.
Put
But
all of our fragile eggs in one tiny wooden flammable basket.
I want to take the axolotl.
Okay. So you all continue. Row ashore. And this island, unlike the previous one, is very, very nice looking. Very well, it's still nature, so it's not like it's well kept lawn, but it is very much open field nature, grassland for miles you can see. And as you actually get all your stuff off the rowboats, you see a group of lizard folk approaching you. Most of them appear to be wearing heavy armor, and they each have spears and swords of the likes. And one of them, appearing to be a purple lizard folk, approaches you. This purple lizard folk appears to be wearing padded armor with a shield and a sword at their hilt. And as they approach you, they look at you and draw their sword and point it
They're all
at you
4-2 on the same.
and say, "Who are you?"
Alaxador, I think they speak Draconic.
In Draconic, I say we have traveled far from our island to, I believe, your ancestral home and bring ill tidings of what transpired.
You see her turn to the other lizard folk and say, in Draconic, actually, they come and whisper to their fellow lizard folk. You can make a perception check, Alaxdor, because you're the only one that can understand them.
Speak the time as well.
Oh, okay. Then you can make a perception check too. I did not know that.
That's
I
not
don't
a
know.
natural 20 for me.
Okay.
Natural 20 for 26.
You hear the main lizard folk, the purple one, say, "I think they might be Yuan Ti. Just follow my lead." And you see her turn around, point the sword at you all again, and say, "You are under arrest."
We're under arrest.
May we ask what the charges are?
Well, very Very suspicious behavior. We have not seen outsiders forever. And if we have, they have been creatures that are, let's just say, dangerous. So just for a safety precaution.
Danger.
Just for a safety precaution.
So I will take my staff that I have from my side and say, it makes you feel better. I can hand over weapons, and we will go with you willingly. But if this goes bad, know that, and I kind of nod towards Yodele, he doesn't need weapons.
That sounds like he should be cuffed then.
Good luck with that. But we will come without a fight.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion, yeah. Can I cast guidance before this? As I'm
I'm
doing
gonna
it?
say no, actually, because it's such a spur of the moment thing.
Cool. Oh, that's a 19.
Wow.
Oh,
You see her put away her sword and say, fine. You may travel with us for now. But just know you are being watched.
but of course.
And if anything happens, I will not be afraid to kill you all where you stand.
Well, if that is the will of the one who walks the night, let's see.
And since we're traveling together, I guess I shall tell you my name. My name is Cass. Cassathea.
Cassidia, it's a pleasure to meet you, even under the suspicious circumstances that you believe that we are. My name, and I will do a bow, is Alexidor Blue Singer. This is Arlen. There is Yuri Hiro. There is Yodele, our little one behind. There is Arlu. And as I said, bring tidings from what we believe is your homeland, but also potentially hope for a future.
Well then, I guess we must return to the city. Try to keep up and do not go out of our sight, as that's where we're going to pick up next time.